If you read this question, it states three vertices of a square are A 2 3, B minus 3 3, C minus 3 minus 2. Okay, three vertices of a square are given. Plot these points on the graph paper. So you can very easily plot these 3 points. And the next is hence use it to find the coordinates of the fourth vertex. That means the 3 vertices are given. You need to find out the coordinates of the fourth vertex of the square. Okay. And the second part of the question is also find the area of the square. So once you have found out the fourth vertex, after that you need to find out the area of the square. Now, if you look at the coordinates, which scale should you use? Can you tell me which scale you should use? Should you use this scale that is you can see on the screen, or should you use the other scale that I have shown you? Anyone?
Uh,
Try.
so we can use this scale or the previous one also we can use.
Yes, both we can use. But which one is better to use?
So the previous one.
Okay, why should the previous one be better?
So we can plot the points easily.
But also here you can plot the points easily, because if you see in the positive direction of x, you have, let me erase this first. Even out here, it is easy to plot because you see this runs from positive direction of x runs from 1 to 4. Negative direction also runs from 1 to 4. This positive direction of y is also from 1 to 4. And this also is from 1 to 4, negative direction of y. So here also you can plot. See the x coordinates here. 8 is 2, then is minus 3, minus 3. So all the x you can plot here, isn't it? On the x, all the x you can plot. You can accommodate. Even the y coordinate that you see here, y coordinate that you see is here is 3, here is 3, and here is minus 2. So minus 2 and 3 also you can accommodate here, isn't it? You can accommodate or not? Yes, you can. So therefore, it is always better to use a bigger scale. Understood? It is always better to use a bigger scale. Out here, how many divisions have I taken as 1 unit? 10 divisions, right?
0.1.
10 divisions I have taken as 1 unit. This is 10 divisions, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
10 divisions I have taken as 1 unit. So this is a bigger scale and this is a smaller scale, this graph. This graph that you see is a smaller scale. Why? Because I've taken this as 5 divisions, isn't it?
Yes,
So
sir.
it is always better to use a bigger scale, because if you use a bigger scale, you will get a bigger figure and your diagram will be accurate. Understood? So that's why your earlier graph paper, we will not use this scale. We'll use this one only, because this is a bigger scale and we are able to accommodate all the points in the graph. Okay. So let's use this scale. So you draw your scale according to this and you mark your axis. You mark your origin here, mark your x here, x dashed, y, and y dashed. And you also write your scale. You also write the scale here. 1 smallest division is equal to 1 unit. Okay, now we start the answering the question. So what is the first vertex of the square? A23. Where will the point A23? So from the origin you start moving in the positive direction here. 2 units you move, and then you move 3 units. So you reach here. So A23 is here, right? So you mark this. Next, B minus 4, 2. You mark the point minus 4, 2. Minus 4, 2 will be where you start from the origin, start moving here, minus 4. And then you plus 2 is there, minus 4 comma plus 2. So you start moving vertically. This is your point, B minus 4, 2. You agree, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. A 2 3 I have marked, and B minus 3. Oh, B is minus 3 3. Oh, B is, this is not B. The coordinates of B is given to you as minus 3 3. So minus 3 3 will be here. This point. Now you agree? Minus 3 3, right? Next coordinate given to you is minus 3 minus 2. So minus 3 from the origin, start moving in the negative direction of x till you reach minus 3. And then you have minus 2. So from here again, you start moving towards y in the negative direction. So here you reach minus 2. So C here is minus 3 minus 2. Okay. So 3 points I have plotted. Okay, that answers the first part of your question. What is the next part? Plot these points we have done. And hence use it to find out the fourth vertex. Now, what should be the fourth vertex? Can you tell me how to find out the fourth vertex? Join these first. So you get two sides of the square. You need only one vertex. If you get that vertex, you will be able to join the other two sides also. So what should be the vertex? Can anyone tell me how to find out the fourth vertex? Any idea?
So will it be 3 minus 3?
3 minus 3. Why 3 minus 3? In order to find out the fourth vertex, you calculate the length here. How much is the length here? Length here is 3 units, right? Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
You agree? And what is the length here? 2 units, right? So what is this total length here? 5 units. You agree with me? The entire length of BC is 5 units. You agree, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, once you agree, this if this length is 3 units, so from A you draw a perpendicular. Okay. So from A you draw a perpendicular on this. So this becomes your 3 units, right? And now from 2 you extend this line till this part, till 2 units, because this part was 2 units, right? So this part will also be 2 units. So this point that you are getting here, this is your fourth vertex. Is it clear? Or should I do again?
Sir, can you do it again?
Okay. You understood this part? This is 3 units and this is 2 units. You understood this part, right?
Yes,
3
sir.
units, 2 units. So now what I do is, with the help of a scale, I draw a perpendicular from here, because this length you see is 3 units. This is 3 units. So from here, I draw a perpendicular on the x-axis. So this will be 3 units. And what is the total length here? 5 units. How much units do you require? 2 more units you require, right? So again, you extend this line to 2 more units, right? So this length becomes 2 units. Now, did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now this point becomes your fourth vertex. This point becomes your D. Okay. Now we shall find out the coordinates of D. What should be the coordinates of D? Can you tell me? In order to reach D, where do you have to move? Starting from the origin, you start moving here. You reach here. That means you are moving how many units? 2 units. So therefore the x coordinate is +2. And now you have to move vertically. Vertically, in which direction you are moving? You are moving in the negative direction of y, right? And how many units are you moving? You're moving -2, right? So 2 minus 2. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Good. So we label this as 2 minus 2 and you join this also. So this completes your square. Okay, so your answer will be on the back side of the graph or on the answer sheet. After giving the question number, you will write coordinates of D, 2 minus 2. Okay. Clear to everyone? Kripa, is it clear to you? Kripa, Samir, Saloni, clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we want to, what is the next part of the question say? Next part of the question says, find the area of the square. You need to find the area of the square. How will you find? What is the area of a square? Formula for area of a square? Square of each side square, a square, isn't it? That is the area of the square. Let's find each side of the square. What is each side of the square? We just found out each side of the square, right? This length is how much? 3 units. This length is how much? 2 units. So what is each side of the square? How much is each side of the square?
5.
5 units. Each side of the square. What are the sides? AB equal to BC equal to CD equal to AD. Each side of the square is 5 units. Hence area of the square ABCD is equal to 5 square equal to 25 square units. That's your answer. Okay. Any question?
Sir, 1 minute.
Write down the coordinates of the vertices of a rectangle which is 6 units long and 4 units wide if the rectangle is in the first quadrant and its longer side lies on the x-axis and one vertex at the origin. Okay, the rectangle lies in the first quadrant. Which one is the first quadrant? Which one is the first quadrant? This one, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This one is our first quadrant. So rectangle is somewhere over here. Okay, fine. What is the next information that you see? The next information that you see is that one vertex of the rectangle is the origin. That means this is one vertex here. You see the origin here? One vertex of the rectangle is the origin. Okay. Next, what you see is that the vertices of a rectangle which is 6 units long. That means what is the length of the rectangle here? 6 units. So if from the origin, if I start, can I take the length 6 units here? It will go out of the graph paper, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
That means we cannot use this graph paper. We cannot use this scale. That means we have to use the other scale. So let's use the other scale. Let's use this scale. Okay. So let's write here y x dashed x and y dashed. And let's write the scale also. One smallest division is equal to how many units? In this case, 5 divisions is equal to 1 unit. So therefore, 1 division is 1 by 5, 0.2 units. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
So one vertex of the rectangle is here. So let's mark it. This is your one vertex origin 0, 0. This is a coordinate. Okay. Now what is the rectangle lies in the first quadrant? That means rectangle lies here, somewhere over here. And the length of the rectangle is how much is it given? 6 units. So from the origin, if the rectangle lies in the first quadrant, so from the origin, 6 units. This is 1, right? This is one side of the rectangle. You agree? All of you agree this is one side of the rectangle?
Yes, sir.
So what I do is I draw a straight line from the origin till this 6. Now I write here, let's call this point A. This is 6 units, length of the rectangle. Okay. Now, what is the coordinates of A? Can anyone tell me the coordinates of A? What is the
6
coordinate of
0.
A? 6 0. Because A is on the x-axis, obviously y coordinate will be 0. And because we are moving in the positive direction of x from the origin, we are moving till 6 units. Okay, so plus 6 comma 0 will be the coordinates of A. Okay, what is the breadth given here? Breadth of the rectangle is given as 4 units. So from A, since it lies in the first quadrant only, from A, we draw a straight line till 4. Why till 4? Because this is breadth is 4 units. All of you agree?
Yes, sir.
So this point becomes
Yes,
my,
sir.
let us call this point C. Now tell me what is the coordinate of C? What should be the coordinate of C?
6 4.
6 4. Why 6 4? Because from the origin, in order to reach C, from the origin, first you move 6 units and then you move vertically plus 4 units. So therefore, coordinate becomes 6 4. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Tell me.
So would it be B 6 4 or C 6 4?
Okay, let's call this B. B. And now the rectangle is complete. So from B, you join here, perpendicular on the y-axis. And from this point, you join this. This completes your rectangle. What is the fourth vertex here? Let us call this C. And what should be the coordinate of C? Anyone?
0 4.
0 4, because 4 is a point on the y-axis. So therefore, obviously, x coordinate will be 0. And how much are you moving in the y direction? Plus 4 units. Therefore, 0 plus 4. Okay, so these are the 4 vertices of the rectangle. Let's see the any other part is there in the question. Write down the coordinates of the vertices, right? So that's we have done already. So let's write down the vertices. The vertices of the rectangle OABC are O origin. So coordinate is 0 0. A, we have found out the coordinate as 6 0. B, we have found out the coordinate as 6 4. And C, we have found out the coordinate as 0 4. So these are the vertices, as simple as this. Clear? We can move on to the next problem then. Next problem does not require a graph paper actually. The graph is already given. So we can move on to the next problem then. So let's see. In the figure, this is number 15 that I'm doing. Let's remove this graph paper. Okay. Look at this figure. Let me just make it a little bigger so that you can see. Now this is visible, right? Right? Better? In the figure ABCD, you see this figure? ABCD is a rectangle. Let me just shade the outline. This is a rectangle ABCD. Okay. This point is your origin. Okay. And vertically you have the y-axis and the horizontally you have the x-axis. Okay. The length of this rectangle is given to be 6 units. That means this length here is how much? 6 units. Fine. And the breadth is 3 units. That means from here to here, you have 3 units. Fine. O is the midpoint of AB. Midpoint means this length is equal to this length. All of you agree? All of you know the meaning of midpoint? Midpoint means middle point. So if you have the length AB here, that means you take 3, this must be 3 units. And this must be 3 units. Right? You understand the midpoint?
Yes, sir.
Good. If O is the midpoint of AB, that means the origin here is the midpoint of the line AB. That means this length must be equal to this length. Okay. Now question is, find the coordinates of A, B, C, and D. So can you find out the coordinates of A, B, C, and D? First of all, A. Tell me the coordinates of A. To reach A, if you start from the origin, where do you have to move? Negative direction, right? How many, what is the length that you're moving? What is the distance that you're moving in the negative direction?
3.
3. And 3 should be negative or positive?
So negative.
Negative. And
So
your
positive.
negative, we are moving in the negative direction. See, from the origin, we are moving in the negative direction of X, right? So 3 should be negative, -3. And because see, A lies on the X axis, the Y coordinate will be 0. All of you agree with this? Coordinates of A? Any question? With the coordinates
Sir,
of A?
can you please
Say again.
Sir, can you please repeat this? Just you said now.
See, this entire length is 6 units, right? O is the midpoint. That means this length is how much? 3 units. This length is how much? 3 units, right? So this length is 3 units. And this length is also 3 units. You agree till this part?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we want to write down the coordinates of A. Now see, if you want to reach A from the origin, where is the origin? Origin is here, right? If you want to reach A from O, where do you have to move? You have to move towards the left, right? And left is what?
Negative
Negative.
direction.
Negative direction. How many? What is the distance you are moving towards the left? 3 units you are moving. That is why -3. And because A is on the Y-X axis, its X coordinate, Y coordinate is 0. You understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now coordinates of B. Okay, Sharmista, tell me what should be the coordinates of B?
Sir, 0.
Coordinates of B. 0. Why 0? If you want to reach B, where do you have to start? You have to start from the origin, right? From the origin you are starting. And what direction you, how many units you are moving? You're moving 3 units,
So-
isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir.
how many, and how much distance are you moving? How much distance are you moving? You're moving 3 units, right? And which direction you are moving? You're moving in the right direction. That means you're moving in the positive direction, right? That means, and
Yes, sir.
this point B lies on the X axis. That means obviously the Y coordinate will be 0. And X coordinate, what is the distance you are moving in the right direction? 3 units. That means +3. Clear now? Coordinates of
Yes,
B?
sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Okay, coordinates of C. Okay, coordinates of C. Tell me, Nilasha, tell me coordinates of C. Tell me coordinates of C. Okay, Ayushi, tell me coordinates of C.
Sir, y will be 0 and
Okay, Nilasha, tell
c
me.
will be 6.
C will be 6. Y will be 0. Tell me the coordinates first. What should be the
I'm-
coordinates?
Sir, 6.
Only 6. Coordinate has 2 numbers, isn't it? A coordinate has 2 numbers. So first of all, what you need to see here is, in order to reach C, when you're starting from the origin, how much distance are you moving?
Sir, 3 units.
3 units you're moving. In which direction you're moving? You're moving in the right direction.
Positive.
Positive direction. So x coordinate will be +3. Next, after reaching B, after moving 3 units, you have reached B. Now you start moving vertically, right? Vertically, which direction you are moving? Positive or negative direction?
Positive direction.
Positive direction. And how much distance are you moving?
3 units.
3 units. So your y coordinate will also be 3. Clear to everyone?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So coordinates of D. Okay. Now who will tell me the coordinates of D?
Sir, can I tell it?
Shreyata, you don't try. Someone else. Samir, tell me. Samir.
It will be -3, 3.
Yes, -3, 3. -3, comma +3. Why should be -3, comma +3? Starting from O. If I want to reach D, I want to move in the negative direction, right? How many units am I moving? 3 units. Right? In the negative direction, I am moving 3 units. Therefore, my x coordinate will be -3. Right? Now, once I have moved 3 units in the negative direction, I have reached A. Now, from A, I want to move vertically. So vertically, which direction am I moving? In the positive direction. How many units am I moving? This was breadth was given to be 3 units, right? So 3 units I'm moving here also, right? So 3 units I'm moving in the
Yes.
positive direction. So that means I'll have +3. So -3 +3 are the coordinates. Okay with you?
Yes, sir.
Good. So I hope there's no question. If the sum that I have left out, please try if you can. I'm not leaving out very few sums. Try them out on your own. And if you have questions, please ask, because graph, if it is not clear, graph is the easiest part. Okay. And the later part that we'll be doing, we'll also be plotting some points. Okay. Later part, but later part, you will have more things to do than plotting points. So try to practice this part, how to plot the points, and try to practice as much as possible, so that you are comfortable. And the graph is not a very difficult part also. Okay. Let us see this question, the next question that is there, which I had solved. Okay, look at this question. The question stated that the adjoining figure shows an equilateral triangle OAB with each side is equal to 2a units. Find the coordinates of the vertices. Okay, so let's draw this. Something like this is given to you. Now, which quadrant is given to you here? Can you tell me which quadrant is given?
The first quadrant.
Only the first quadrant is given to you here. Here you will have the second quadrant. Here you have the third quadrant. Here you will have the fourth quadrant. But only they have shown you only the first quadrant. Okay. And what they have given to you is this length they have written as 2a. Whatever the value of a is, we don't care. Okay. Question is, this is an equilateral triangle. So let's mark all 3 sides equilateral. So 3 sides are equal. Okay. And one side is 2a units, which is already marked in the figure. The question is, find the coordinates of the vertices. What are the coordinates of the vertices? What are the vertices? O is one vertex. What is the coordinates of O? Origin,
The
what are the
zero,
coordinates of 0, 0. So one vertex is 0, 0. Just by looking at it, you can see. Next, the other coordinate is B. Let me write here B. Okay, this vertex is B. So what should be the coordinates of B?
2, 0.
2a, comma 0. Why? Because from the origin, you are starting, and how much distance you are moving? In the positive direction, 2a units. And B also lies in the x-axis, right? So since B lies on the x-axis, its y coordinate will be 0. And how much distance are you moving? 2a units. So this will be x coordinate will be 2a.
2a.
Clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, easy enough. Now the only problem is with coordinates of the vertex A. That for this you need to work a little. Okay. So first of all, in order to reach A, what you have to do? You first have to move horizontally till this part, right? And then you have to move vertically. Let me draw lines. And then you have to move vertically. Am I right? This is what you have to move. First, you will have to move here. And then you will have to move here. Isn't it? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So what you
Yes.
do here is, so from A, you draw a perpendicular, right? Draw. Let's call this AM. So you write draw AM perpendicular to OB. Okay, so we draw a straight line from A on the x-axis. We draw a perpendicular. Now, since this is an equilateral triangle and this entire length is 2a, this will be a and this will also be a. You agree?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
in order to reach A, what distance are you moving? From O, you are starting and you are moving a units. So what is the x coordinate of this? X coordinate of this is clearly a. You agree?
Yes, sir.
So you write x coordinate of a is a. X coordinate of a is equal to a. Now remains the question y coordinate. Y coordinate is what distance? Y coordinate is this distance, right? Isn't it? So how do you find out this
Yes.
distance? How do you find out this distance? This is an equilateral triangle, right? So if this is an equilateral triangle and if this length is 2a, this must also be 2a and this must also be 2a. So since triangle AOB is equilateral, therefore OA must be the same as OB must be the same as AB is equal to 2a units, right? Now look at this right angle triangle. This is the hypotenuse, right? 2a. This is the base. Can you find out the perpendicular? Can you
Yes,
find?
sir.
Yes, you can find out. So whatever you perpendicular you find out with the help of Pythagoras theorem, that will be the y coordinate. Understood? So I'll finish this sum in the next class. You can go through the solution in the meantime. Pythagoras theorem, I found out the length of the AM. You can check it here. Okay, fine. So I'll see you tomorrow then. Thank you. Take care.